LEGO Marvel Superheroes. Developed by Traveller Tales, or TT for short, and published by Warner Bros., this game is the definition of peak, and is one of my favourite games of all time, and it is my favourite LEGO game of all time. From the insane character roster to the goated open world of New York City, this game had everything, and 12 years later, it still holds up. After choosing our save and watching the Silver Surfer fly off, it cuts to the sky where we can see this absolute beast that is the SHIELD helicarrier, with Iron Man and Nick Fury chasing behind the Silver Surfer before he absolutely gets destroyed.
Oh! Tony, are you alright?
Ow, ow, and more ow.
With the rocket hitting his surfboard, smashing it into a bunch of glowing Lego pieces, which we'll soon learn are called cosmic bricks. We then cut to a castle where Doctor Doom spends most of his time as he's talking to an unknown villain about using the bricks to rule the world, you know, typical bad guy stuff, and how he's recruited every villain he could find to assemble
Dr. Doom's Doom Ray of Doom.
Sort of a mouthful, but alright. Speaking of that...
Silence! Now we must track down more of these cosmic bricks to build my weapon.
As you command, oh most doomful one.
To hear in Doom's evil plan, we find that Sandman and Abomination have taken over control of a subway station, covering the place in sand.
I don't like sand.
And that's when we finally get to experience his legendary game.
Hulk, you have to remember to look before you leap.
And taken over as Hulk and Iron Man as we try and take down Sandman and his ugly friend.
Why you bully me?
This level starts off like any other, with me absolutely destroying everything I can to obtain them glorious studs.
When in doubt, smash. Yeah, baby.
I then use Iron Man's explosives to destroy these hydrants, turning them into mud, which is Sandman's biggest weakness, exposing handles for the Hulk on the bus, ripping it in half with ease, and doing the same for the truck trailer ahead. After causing some minor property damage, we come face to face with this ugly ass stink breath abomination, where we begin to act like a 1940s man to his girlfriend after a night of drinking at the pub, just to come home and find that dinner's cold.
Hulk angry!
After dealing with the abomination, making sure that dinner's never cold again, it's on to the main man. He begins by making himself some arms out of sand, but after some minor redecorating, we destroyed his arms. But just like my favourite category on Orange and Black YouTube, he brings a train out of nowhere. But this isn't my first rodeo, so I finished off all of his goons before spraying and smashing everywhere.
Huh? What do you mean by that?
But then I heard something that everyone who's played this game before loves to hear. Rest in peace, Stanley. After breaking through his castle, we get taken away in a dust storm. So we call in some help from our friendly neighborhood Spider-Man who swings by. Sorry, not sorry.
Whoa! Thanks for swinging by, Spider-Man.
Hey, that's what I said.
You Avenger guys are really great at making a mess. My spider sense is tingling.
I then use his spider sensibilities to reveal things that otherwise I wouldn't be able to see. This way I can destroy both generators, disabling the power so I can climb up the letter A. And then I decided to make sure Sandman stays sufficiently hydrated in this hot weather. But he was being ungrateful, so I made him take a nap. This completes the first level of the game, Sand Central Station, as Nick Fury secures the first cosmic brick to run tests on, while Hulk clears out some of the debris instead of causing them for a change.
Try to get me some answers.
With that done, we unlock some new characters that we'll be able to use in free roam. We now find ourselves aboard the SHIELD helicarrier, where Loki is talking to Doom, revealing he was the guy that Doom was talking to in the beginning. After that little chat, we cut to Nick Fury and Maria Hill. before getting a visit from Mr. Fantastic asking if Tony is around.
Actually, I could use some help.
But he's not, so
Working on something else. I have another Avenger here.
we get a visit from the first Avenger himself, Captain America.
Do you have much experience with theoretical quantum mechanics and exotic nano-derived power sources?
I got an A+ in American history.
Maria then tells Fury that more cosmic bricks have entered the ocean, with Fury sending a team to collect them to try and research more to get answers. Captain America and Mr. Fantastic then start making their way to the Baxter building, with Cap showing us he still has motion.
I can always sell some war bonds.
This is when Fury tells Hill the most important part of the plan.
Lunch. Order in some shawarma. Stark knows a spot.
We now get to take our first look at the helicarrier from the top view. You better get used to it, as it acts as a central hub for the entire game, where we will visit much more. After seeing the vast amount of jets aboard the helicarrier, we do the most logical thing and throw ourselves off of it.
You serious? No.
Before we elegantly arrive at the park, where we get to see Mr. Fantastic's flexibility, becoming skinnier than Ice Spice on Ozempic, going through the grate and turning himself into every criminal's favourite tool to break the lock. Then we use Cap's shield as a frisbee so that we can drop a ladder so that Mr. Fantastic can glide across the gap to activate the defense system, which we then quickly deactivate. We then get a quick brief from Maria Hill about the building.
Top 5 floors of the Baxter building are home to the Fantastic Four. Up-to-date plans are unavailable, as Reed Richards is continuously reconfiguring the layout of his labs.
Where we then make our way up the elevator to find who's inside. After making our way inside the tower, we then find Dr. Otto Octavius, also known as Dr. Octopus. And you know the drill, time to absolutely destroy everything, getting more STDs than Mia Khalifa. Fuck, I meant studs, same thing. After costing the Fantastic Four millions of dollars in equipment I just wrecked, we complete some easy puzzles, with Mr. Fantastic squeezing more than me when I need a shit-drilling exam, and Captain America walking across some flames like an absolute chad just to activate a switch. To then do some easy readjustment of these lasers to reactivate an elevator. We then find ourselves on top of a rooftop, with me having to resist the urge to test if fall damage is on.
Oh my god!
And after a bit more shenanigans and Mr. Fantastic expelling bodily fluids to make a zipline across, just to get absolutely bitched by a but nobody touches my friends without my permission, or at least paying $20.
What do you mean by that?
Stop it. Get some help.
So I went pimp mode
Go ahead and kiss me on my hot mouth.
and started beating his ass before he runs yet again. Do you know the deal? Just some simple challenges before fucking smashing Octopus through Penis Parker's work.
Penis Parker!
Where, strangely, Spider-Man also was. Weird, must be a coincidence. After even more rooftop action, with me having to fight the demons, Otto slams a helicopter whose dumbass was flying too close to the ground through a building, getting smashed harder than Adam 22's wife in that one video, before we land smack dab in the middle of Times Square, where he then proceeded to get his arm stuck more than your stepsister in the washing machine.
I'm stuck in the washing machine!
Allowing me to teach him a lesson. But before finishing him off,
What do you mean by that?
I heard music to my ears. After believing I could, I sent him to the Shadow Realm, but before I could grab the brick, it was snatched by Green Goblin. And with that comes the end of the second level, unlocking even more characters and unlocking another 2 more golden bricks since I finished the level and got True Believer again. After helping Otto get unstuck from the washing machine, we get a visit from Black Widow and her useless partner Hawkeye. They then tell us that they're tracking Green Goblin and that he's made his way to the Oscorp Tower, and this is what Captain America had to say.
What would Green Goblin want in a totally legitimate and entirely unsuspicious office tower like Oscorp?
Let's go find out.
We then make our way in free roam to the tower after navigating obstacles in our way, and we get our usual brief from Maria Hill.
Within the Oscorp building's high-security perimeter, Norman Osborn's labs undertake secretive research into radical new chemical and genetic technologies.
After we get briefed, we make our way up another elevator, because who wants to use the stairs, where we get to see Tyler the Creator again.
Bitches getting sticky.
Hawkeye then decides to actually make himself useful for once. We then use this control panel to solve an easy puzzle by matching the circles to the colours shown in a pattern. Just to run down a hallway to get blocked by yet another door, but after using Pete's spidey sensors, we pull it over. This is when the Green Goblin decides to destroy all the glass, and just wait till the CEO of Oscorp finds out about this, he won't be happy.
The board members. You killed them.
We killed them.
After a few more obstacles, we find our way down another hallway, this time that it's guarded by lasers, but after using Black Widow's cloaking ability, we manage to disable it. Just to come face to face with this green goofball again.
Why you bullying me?
He informs us that we don't have the proper visitor passes to be seeing him right now, and he drops us through a trapdoor into the underground section.
Doom, I'll be on my way shortly.
After starting to make our way out of the underground section, we get our first look at Eminem in this game. And I believe Venom has some of the best jump scares in this game. And is honestly a better Venom than the one in Spider-Man 2, especially in the PC port, if you can even play that game.
The trash! Fix the game! It sucks playing this shit! And I'm addicted! So I can't quit!
After blasting as much Fetty Wap as it could from a JBL speaker,
1738. Turn it off!
and beating up some of his henchmen while making more noise than a college party, we finally managed to defeat him.
Green Goblin, come on!
I knew I should have packed my anti-goblin arrows.
Legolas! Ha! Can you and the other Avengers track him down? I gotta do dishes, homework, explain to my girlfriend why I am always leaving her waiting at coffee places. I mean, my life is really hard.
Completing this level, unlocking more characters, gold bricks, and having another True Believer run.
Hey,
Tell me you got the brick.
Sorry, sir. The Green Goblin got away.
Tell me you found something.
Well, besides going through about 100 keyboards for Hulk, I've gone through some of my space data about that Silver Surfer we encountered. He was filthy with power cosmic.
I was afraid of that.
Few moments later.
And I've tracked the Silver Surfer's power signature from that mystery ship. Looks like they landed in Latveria.
Latveria? That means Dr. Doom.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock.
Sir, we have a break-in at the raft.
FBI, open up!
Iron Man, Hulk, you're up.
Okay, sir. We'll get right on it.
And with that comes the end of this video, showing that LEGO Marvel Superheroes after 12 years is still a peak game and is just as good as when I got it on my Xbox 360. And if you did enjoy it, make sure to like, sub, comment, join the Discord. If you want to buy a camera steering wheel, use code KENO5 for 5% off. And yeah, fuck off.